snapped, his knuckles turning white as he gripped the steering wheel. I scowled. How can you be so fucking sure? She seemed pretty determined to get the fuck away from us both. He flashed me an arrogant smirk.
Because she ran. Danny DeLuna doesn't run from anything or anyone. She wants to be chased. She wants us to put her above our grievances with one another.
He gave a dramatic pause, and I soaked his opinion in. Was he right? Leon gave a frustrated sigh and swept a hand over his face, not even breaking slightly as he took the tight corners.
Work it out, man. She just wants us to choose her. It's really not that hard to figure out.
And yet, he'd seen it where I couldn't. I'd taken her actions and her words at face value. She said things were over, and I believed her. It gutted me, made me feel like my heart had been ripped from my chest. But I believed her. Not Leon, though. He read between the lines and saw what she truly wanted. Fuck, what she needed. The signs were all there. How she'd accused us both of using her as a replacement for Charlotte, Layla, whatever the fuck her name was. She was basically screaming at us to prove that it was her, and only her, that we wanted. That she was more important than our vendettas and revenge plots. And she was. 100% she was. So, that's it then, I asked after a long silence. You just want to be buddies now? I couldn't hide the disgust in my voice. The idea of voluntarily sharing the woman I loved with anyone, let alone a guild circle member, made me feel sick. It was bad enough while I waited for her to kick him to the curb, but were we talking about long-term? No fucking way. Leon shot me a glare of pure venom.
You killed Layla.
I winced. You killed Mauricio. He grunted.
Who the fuck is Mauricio?
Of course this motherfucker didn't even know who he'd killed. I bet he couldn't even count how many lives he'd taken. I almost launched into more insults, but he also had a point. I did kill Layla, Charlotte, whatever. I'd loved her and still killed her. Didn't that make me worse than him? Christ. I never thought I'd see the day where my actions were more reprehensible than that of a circle member. Swallowing hard, I changed the subject. How do you know where you're going? She could have gone that way. I pointed to the cross street we'd just blown past. Leon wasn't even hesitating with each turn, like he already knew where she was. He gave me an unimpressed glance, then unclipped his phone from the holder on the far side of the steering wheel where I couldn't see it.
You didn't think I was just looking at that van earlier, did you?
On the screen, a red tracking dot blinked its way across a map, and my brows shot up. You put a tracker on the van? Leon clicked his tongue.
Wrong. I put a tracker on Stanley, the fucking plant. She loves that damn thing. She won't leave it behind no matter where she goes. Not now, while she's feeling vulnerable.
I huffed, because that was actually really smart. I wish I'd thought of it. He may not have known Stanley was a plant until today, but he recognized how attached Danny was to the leafy bastard. The tracker stopped moving, I told him, frowning at the screen. GPS says we're 12 minutes away.
Fuck that.
Leon growled.
Just give me directions. We'll catch up.
As much as I hated the guy, I wasn't going to argue. We wanted the same thing, so we needed to work together. For now, at least. So I barked out directions as we drove, rapidly gaining on the blinking red dot. As we approached, as the van came into view, I could swear my whole fucking world stopped turning. Leon skidded to a halt beside the wreckage of the rusty van, and we both leapt out in panic. He had a gun in his hand already, ever the professional, and I was unarmed. Danny had my gun. Fuck. Where is she? Danny! I shouted, frantic. Siren! Where are you? I dropped to my knees beside the wrecked van, peering through the broken window. It was empty.
Got a body over here,
Leon shouted, and my stomach dropped to the pits of hell. I scrambled to my feet, staggering over to where he was standing. The relief that rushed through me when I saw the unfamiliar body on the gravel was enough to knock me to my knees. Thank fuck, I exhaled. Thank fuck. Leon gave a disgusted noise.
Have a little faith, Malachi. It'd take more than a car crash to kill DeLuna. She's one of the best, even at her worst.